Welcome back to another episode of Consciously Clueless. You're here because you want to learn about how to live a healthier life, how to live more sustainably, how to take your everyday actions and make them work for you and the planet. Sometimes it might feel like you've got this figured out, and other times you probably feel lost. That's why I'm here. Together, we will learn how to live happier, healthier lives without the need to be perfect, and always allowing space for a little cluelessness on this journey to living a more conscious life. Today's episode is another installment in the monthly series, My Vegan Story. Today's story is from Risha Walden. Risha is a leading vegan interior designer. Here's her story. Are you ready to hear some good news stories? Dive into the Healthy Seas podcast and meet the people doing all they can to help the seas and oceans thrive from above and below the waves. Host Crystal DiMichelli talks to diverse fishers, experts, and more about what they're doing to protect our source of life and how you and I can help from wherever we are. Healthy Seas is a marine conservation organization whose mission is to tackle the ghost fishing phenomenon and turn this waste into an opportunity for a more circular economy. They do this through cleanups, prevention, education, working with partners who recycle and repurpose this material. This new show highlights their work and the work of their peers around the world. Go to forcesfornature.com/healthyseaspodcast to listen.
Hello, my name is Risha Walden. I'm the leading expert in vegan interior design, and this is my vegan story. In my mid-40s, I started looking at alternatives for my diet. I was having issues monitoring my weight and staying at the weight that made me feel good and comfortable. At the same time, my partner was having a lot of issues with dairy and looking at reducing dairy out of his diet. And on July 4th, at the same time, however, we came to our decision independently. We both decided to give this vegan diet a try. We thought if it didn't work, we could always go back to being an omnivore like we had been for the whole time before. It's funny though, because as soon as we became vegan and made that choice, we delved into the vegan world so much deeper and got connected to the vegan community. And the information that we found was so shocking. How prolific animal products were used in not just food items, but in so many other aspects of our life. We felt betrayed. I felt betrayed and I was angry. And I quickly changed my choice from being a vegan for a vanity reason to being a vegan for a moral reason. Being an interior designer, however, I quickly realized that animal products were so prolific in interior design. They're used in upholstery and decorative goods. And I was a hypocrite. Here I had decided that I would not consume animal products for my own health and diet and for the animals and for the environment. And yet I was selling them and making money off of them for my business. I just could not continue without aligning my personal choices with my business principles. So I started to only do vegan interior design. It made me much more conscious of the choices that I was making for my clients and the products that I was using and specifying. It required a lot of time asking questions and researching, looking for alternatives for products in the home. It wasn't difficult, but people were surprised at my questions. A lot of people were saying, wow, I've been in this business for 30 years and nobody's ever asked me that. And I thought, well, great. That's how you get disruption, when people start asking questions. And I'm still shocked to this day, not just the animal products that are used in interior design, for instance, but animal products that are used in diet, in foods. I am always checking labels, because the minute I don't, it's when I purchase something that will have some byproduct of an animal. The difficulty I have with maintaining that vegan lifestyle in my interior design is on those small little elements that are used in furniture making. For instance, the glue that's used in furniture making. Often it will be hide glue, especially for products that are used abroad. And there is no way of acquiring that information to confirm that those products are absolutely 100% vegan. The glue in putting together furniture, the finishes on furniture, like a shellac finish or a lacquer finish, those are all bugs, and that can be used in the shiny finish on furniture. So many products that are used in interior design. But I'm happy to say that just asking questions and being aware has changed the industry a great deal. And it's changed my perspective, because it really makes me examine what kind of world we live in and the kind of world that I want to live in. And I'm looking to work towards creating that kind of world where we aren't relying on animal products. Why should we be? There's great technology and there's tons of developments in so many arenas, especially we have seen in the vegan food industry. But it is spilling over into other industries such as fashion and minutely into interior design. I think the biggest reason why you don't see a big push in vegan interior design at the moment is purchases that we make for our home are not everyday purchases. What we eat, what we put on our skin, what we use every day, those are daily purchases. So it becomes very obvious very quickly because we're making those decisions regularly. Whereas the things that we bring into our home, we will do on very infrequently. And once we make those decisions, they don't change. For instance, we would purchase a sofa, and we're not going to buy another sofa for 15, 20 years, or a bed, or the furnishings, et cetera, that we use in our homes. So those are big purchases, and we make them, we don't think about them. I think it's great to just have that conversation. And as we make purchases going forward, thinking about it, asking about it, and that's what I do. And it makes me feel very empowered because every decision I have is going to impact the kind of world I want to live in. Corporations, businesses are not going to supply, products that people don't want to buy. So that's why I love being a vegan, because I got a lot of power.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Consciously Clueless. If you're enjoying this podcast, please subscribe, share with your friends, put it on social media. Don't forget to tag me. If you're on Apple Podcasts or Good Pods, leave a review. Reviews and shares help more people to see the podcast and join in on the fun. If you want to make sure to stay up to date on future episodes, follow me at Consciously Carly on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or Pinterest, and head to consciouslycarly.com to sign up for the newsletter. Ready for more conscious living content? Check out patreon.com/consciouslycarly and join the exclusive community over there. And finally, if you're ready to take better care of yourself and the world, let's work together. Click the link in the show notes to head to the website, find out more, and schedule a free discovery call with me. Chat soon!